All right. So, I don't know if you've actually know this, but sometimes I do videos specifically where just address I just address different things offline. And one of these videos that I did was addressing a Trump supporter and their calls for civil war, and how foolish and stupid that actually sounds, because nobody wants a civil war. Civil wars are not fucking fun. They're destructive and they rip countries apart. So nobody should be claiming for a civil war. And if you're on the left that you're claiming for a civil war, then fuck you, get off of my side of the political spectrum, because civil wars are not fun. It's not fun to actually fucking want a country to devolve into civil war because you think that your LARPing ass motherfucking self can actually, win out, where in civil wars everybody lose. But, I digress, because that's talking about another video, and you can actually find it on my channel, on my YouTube channel. But I watched the Young Turks news commentary, and even though I don't believe 100% of what they do, it's the same reason why I watch other channels which I vehemently disagree with the shit that they say and do. But Michael Tracy from the Young Turks, I think it was Michael Tracy. I don't know. Let me see. Michael Shore from the Young Turks actually was talking to some Trump supporters. So let's actually see this shit. Yeah, Hulk. Walmart is the biggest recipients of food stamps. Yeah. Let's. Oh God, this is gonna hurt my feelings. Listen to this shit. This make me rage quit. But let's listen.
You know that a man who claims to be a very wealthy man owes $421 million, only paid $750 in taxes 1 year, and then for many years paid zero in taxes because of tax breaks and whatnot. Does that change your opinion of him?
No.
You think it's fair?
I don't think it's fair, but it doesn't change my opinion on him.
But paying $750 in taxes.
So, as the lead up, and as you probably saw, it was a question of the issues of Trump's taxes. And it was ironic because when you lay it out that this motherfucker who is a president, who's supposed to be this great businessman, which is a 6-time loser and can't win anything. The only time that he's won anything has made us all lose, him being a president of the fucking United States. And you actually hear this shit like, well, it is him only paying $750 in taxes of something fair. Because remember, a lot of conservatives were actually saying that the reason why that Trump should be elected because he was a great businessman. But when you actually break down his finances and the businesses that he does, you realize that he's a shit businessman. But that's not the real reason that they want him. They want him in the White House because he owns the libs. And it's not about, it's just about owning the libs, which is a stupid way of actually trying to, like, seriously. But I'm off in another subject. Let's continue.
Taxes, not a lot of money for a man who says that he has billions of dollars. Do you think that's unfair?
I think it's minor league. It's 2016 all over again. It's BS. He gives his salary to charity. The man's given millions already on every other level. $700. I mean, you guys are desperate to.
Wait, and I responded to this part because that was in the other video. Wait, no, he hasn't. He's literally Do you know that when it comes down to protecting the president, there's people called Secret Service, and these Secret Service agents need to actually stay in places where the president is in order to make sure that the president. Oh yeah, Trump would definitely be homeless. Not only would he be homeless, he would be probably in jail. Like seriously, he no Trump. He would have been homeless a long fucking time ago. And he's not a self-made millionaire. His daddy built him out from all types of shit. There were literally court cases of his father buying $1 million worth of casino chips, and which was illegal. But in order to make sure that the Trump casinos didn't go out of business, and guess what they did? They went out of business. Anyway, but yeah, it's not okay that the person who is leading the country, who is supposed to be the standard of law and order, as he likes to claim, is finding ways to defraud the government that he's head of. I'm sorry, that's not a thing. That's not something that you literally do, because if you're literally doing that, you're just announcing that you're a fucking crook and a criminal. I can't get away with it, so what makes him so fucking special? Let's continue.
Keep playing this stupid game. I don't get it.
No,
But I'm going to tell you one thing. The more you play this game, the more people out here come on our side. That's what I want to let you know. The more BS you throw out on this low-class level, when the country is in such danger and such chaos and such division, the more you throw this stuff out, the more people will be voting for Trump.
Wait. Okay. Can somebody in the chat help me out? Who has been president for the last 4 years where the country has been getting in so much danger and so much all this other good shit that he's complaining about? Who has been the president? Hillary Clinton isn't the president. Joe Biden isn't the president. Barack Obama isn't the president. Who has been president since the riots has been happening? Who was president where they actually didn't take any steps or leadership to fucking deal with the pandemic? The U.S. has 4% of the world's population, but 25% of the COVID cases. Who's been president? Please, some right winger tell me who was president doing this shit. Like, for real. How? How do you wake up with this much cognitive dissonance? How do you understand, like, anything? And I would agree with you, Hulk. Unfortunately, the bad part about it is Trump is incompetent, so he couldn't even keep the policies together. Yes, the establishment, fuck the establishment. Fuck them all together. But it's not even, he doesn't even have the wherewithal to fucking put the mask on. He says the bullshit out loud, and he leads credence to the other crazy motherfuckers in his party to actually fuck up everything. See, the system works well when it's in plain sight, but the attention is not brought to it. He brings fucking attention to it. And I'm sorry, like, yes, okay, like, fuck. People flock to Biden. And I fucking hate Biden like a motherfucking, with the motherfucking passion. Because I know how fucked up he is. But I will still vote for Biden because he's not the fucking fascist. He's a neoliberal, which is fucked up as it is. But he's not the fascist. Because what fascism is, it's a fucking death cult. It is literally a cult of people looking to cut everybody off till they're the tippy top and fuck themselves over. So yeah, I get it. I wanted Bernie to win, but it's not just Bernie that would have needed to win. And I've done this on a video before where it's just like, yo, Bernie is not going to be the nominee. Fuck it. We still need to vote we need to vote out the fascists and need to also vote in local elections and in down ballot elections. Fuck this. Fuck the fascists. We need to get them out of motherfucking power. Because the idiot fascists are always being used by the motherfucking smart power plays behind the scenes. Because Mitch McConnell, that motherfucker is dangerous. And I would actually say this because, one, the Green Party only tries to vote. And Hulk, I'm going to actually address this, and this is actually another conversation. The Green Party only tries to vote for president. They never try. They never try to vote in senators. They never try to vote in representatives. They never try to vote in state senators or state representatives. They never try to vote in mayors or governors. And the fact is, electoral politics, I'm sorry, we live in an age and live in a time frame where people have less and less time to focus on self-discovery. So that means that they're not even focused on electoral politics. And so, again, we need to work in a system where we promote not just the presidential vote, but also local elections. Because under Obama, and this is the fucked up part about his president because it was all about him, Democrats lost 90% of governor houses, or not 90%, but they lost so many governor houses, so many state representatives. They lost the fucking Senate. They were able to get back the House. So yeah, no, I get it, and I'm all for not just sticking to electoral politics, but we need that, and we need to actually play full court press, just like the Tea Party did, just like the Blue Dogs did, because they pressed that shit too. We need to not just be the whole, we need to not just be the, we're just going to vote for president. That just can't be our answer. But let's continue.
Keep doing it, not a problem.
He's talked about being a billionaire, but it turns out he may actually owe $421 million. Does that bother you at all?
No, not at all. I hope he owes, $10 billion. What do I care?
$750 thing really just, it almost makes me think more so about a lot of people that just kind of hear that and don't really understand that side of it. First of all, hasn't taken a cent in salary, donates it all to the American people.
Do you know that Trump has actually and this goes back to the whole his whole not taking a salary. Do you know he bills the Secret Service for staying in his hotels, and it's never the hotels or the resorts. He literally bills the American government for shit that are used to protect him. Do you know how much he's actually totaled up? And I want to know, I understand, during the first year of his president, he went golfing more than Obama did in his first 8 years. Of course he's going to say, well, I'm not taking a salary, which we have no proof that he's donating his salary. It's just his word, and we all know what his word is worth. But, do these people not realize that he is literally milking the government for every fucking single dollar that he can get? His DC hotel has made money because foreign heads of states, they know they can manipulate his ass by going and paying for, Saudi Arabia has paid for a permanent wing of his hotel or floor of his hotel. All in order to get influence from this motherfucker. He is making bank off of being president. And I'm sorry, there's a little thing called the fucking Constitution, was called the emoluments clause, that made Jimmy fucking Carter sell his peanut farm because he didn't want to be seen as a fucking, is it a financial liability? But this motherfucker is $450 million in debt. But that's okay because he's owning the libs. Let's continue.
Second of all, he has lost, I think it was like $1 billion. $1 billion of his net worth since after he's become president.
That's not because he became president. Like, that's not the thing, man. Like, he literally has lost that money because he's a shit businessman. If he wasn't president, he still would have lost that money. I hate to tell you, man. If he wasn't president, he still would have lost that money. Like, what? Fuck. Let's continue.
It's unreal, and I attribute it to a lot of different things, which is every day he's fighting this negative press, and he's fighting just essentially fighting for his life, and he's doing it around the clock and still getting so much.
The only fight for his life that he's doing is because of COVID. Let's just be honest. Like, this motherfucker is not fighting for his life. Bunker Boy, who, when they thought things were getting bad, hid in a bunker in the fucking White House. He's not fighting for his life. And I'm sorry, dog. Like, that fucking American flag bullshit that you have on your fucking... Like, oh, God. Like, fuck. These motherfuckers do not believe in the motherfucking American ideal. The ability to petition the redress of your government. Like, they are licking the boots of this motherfucker. But, fuck. Let's continue.
So much done for this country.
Do you think he has taken down the swamp, and in what ways?
Everything they've thrown at him on every single level means he's effective. The fact that they would even go so low as to say that he's called losers and cowards to World War I veterans. I mean, what kind of insanity is this? This guy...
Like, the people around him that said that he did, the people that he hired to, like, be as part of his administration said he did. But because God King Emperor Trump says, why would I do that? I wouldn't do that, believe me. He didn't, like, for real. Fuck, let's continue.
Guys put up $2.5 billion, $1 trillion, excuse me, for the military. He's there more than anybody. So whenever the swamp decides to play this dirty game, it just moves masses of people who might have been on the fence, who maybe don't like Trump, but when they realize how dirty the other side is, they're moving in his direction.
So he's going to make mistakes for the first 4 years. He's going to be smarter the next 4 years.
Compared to the other 74 years of his life, right? Oh God, like, I hope this video ends soon. Yeah, this video's ending soon. Let's continue.
Hopefully he wins.
So you think he'll get a little smarter after he wins, if he wins again?
Yeah, he quieted down a little bit. He's not, well, mouthing off a lot more, so like he used to.
Oh God, that was a test of my fucking patience, and I'm sorry, guys. Like, oh God, that's one of those videos where I just fucking had to actually do. Okay, yeah, wow.